everyone, welcome back to TECHSPIRANTS4Xtreme. Today, we're breaking down the fast moving world of AI, from the difference between AI tools and agents to how they're transforming productivity, businesses, and careers. We'll also explore the top models, trust challenges like hallucinations, and what the future of AI might look like. So let's get into it. I am Suhani Jadhav, your host for today's podcast. I am the secretary.
I'm Shravani Lad, the event head of CSI UMIT. Today we have with us Dr. Nikunj Tahilramani. Welcome to the podcast, sir. Before we dive in, could you tell our audience a bit about yourself and how you got into this space?
So, thank you, the team of Computer Society of India, for inviting me in this podcast. I'm having 13.5 years of experience in the industry as well as in the academic. I am in the space of AI since last 6 years, and I am developing the AI-based products. The I'm also working as a AI consultant for many reputed industries and the small startups. And I'm also IEEE step speaker of 2026 Gujarat section, where I am asked to deliver the technical talks on behalf of IEEE Gujarat section at various institute. I am also the mentor of IMPAC, which is also one of the national technical body. And currently, I'm heading the cybersecurity and digital forensic department at NSIT IFSCS, which is affiliated to National Forensic Science University, Gandhinagar.
Wow, that's a lot, sir. And we really appreciate you being here with us today. Also, we explored your profile and we got to know that you are a PhD in electronics and communication. So I'm from that branch as well. I am in the third year. So people like me who are into electronics and communication, how did you transition into AI as a field from
That's
hardware?
a that's a great question actually. So my all the degrees are in electronics. If I talk about BTech, MTech, and PhD, all are in electronics. And in 2018, I like it was kind of an intuition that there will be a boom of AI in very near future. And in that aspect, immediately after completion of my PhD defense, I started learning about the AI. I started exploring the AI from the different resources. And then the main part which I focused on was applied AI because it's not all about the theoretical aspects. It should be with the applied AI, where you implement something by learning the any concept of AI. So that helps me a lot. And since then, whatever I learn new, I always implement that first to get the real world feeling of how it is actually implemented in the real world. And that is also helping me in currently, while I used to sit with the industry practitioners from the AI community. Like currently I delivered a talk at DAIICT Gandhinagar, which is a Dhirubhai Ambani University, in open source day, where all the other speakers were from the reputed industry like AWS, Google, but I was the only academic professor over there which who was delivering the talk on building the AI agent workflows. So the applied AI is the only thing which helps me a lot, and I started learning from Python, which is a basic part. Then data science, in that exploratory data analysis, machine learning, deep learning, which is a branch of discriminative AI. And the other part is where I have started dive deep in last almost 1.5 years or so, that is Gen AI, which is a generative AI and agentic AI. So yeah, currently I'm making pretty decent work in this agentic AI domain, where I used to make agents. I sell those agents to the clients. I used to meet with those clients for helping them how to grow their business in terms of AI, how to equip the AI in the whole business. So that's where, yeah, I'm now capable of doing this, and that's what a God grace and my hard work which paid off.
Wow, that was a really smooth transition from hardware to the field of AI. So we'll begin with our questions. As we know, there is a lot of buzz around AI tools and AI agents right now. So could you just tell us like what is the basic difference between them, and what should a student, business owner, or engineer prioritize? Learning to use tools or learning to build agents?
Okay, so firstly, AI tools. If I talk about AI tools, these are the specific tools designed for specific tasks. Supposedly, if I ask ChatGPT to write something for me, if I take Nano Banana, which is from the Google, which is used for generating the kind of an image for you, right? Maybe then I ask Gamma AI to make a presentation of any topic which you give it as a part of prompt, or maybe any concept which you give it to. Now, these are the specific tools which are designed for specific task. So, if I talk about agents now, agents are equipped with tools, which are the tools which you already explored in the past, which is a kind of a chat GPT is a part of brain, or maybe Gamma is part of a tool. So these are the tools which are already equipped in the AI agent. You can also give your own customized tools which you have made. So that is kind of a external knowledge that you give it to the AI agent. You have to also work on the memory. So AI agent is also giving you the memory part, which is the persistence part. Because if I say that Chat GPT will not be able to remember the context of 1,000 words, or maybe the context window of Chat GPT is currently limited to some millions of tokens. But maybe tomorrow Sam Altman will come and say that now the context window is infinite because there is a huge development in the AI. So the arbitrage window is very small, which you have to understand. It is getting settled in every 2-3 weeks. So the memory is also very much important nowadays, and there is huge amount of investment which has been made to make this context window infinite. So that is the next part. And the third is the goal which you have to provide to the agent. So agent is having tools, memories, and the goal which you provide with the restriction if you have. Now, agent will work with all these things with the specific SOP which you give. SOP means the standard operating procedures which you give, and it does the job for you. So that is the AI agent which work autonomously, not like a specific tools which are being used. Next point, if I talk about the priority, there is no sense of making AI agents because currently agents are making their own agents. If you know about the Claude, right, or maybe OpenClaw. So these are the things like OpenClaw can run multiple number of agents at once and it can do the job for you, right? There is a website called as Stria AI, right? In which, or maybe Relevance AI, where you can onboard the AI agents. Relevance AI is one of the very good website where uh, you have 12 total agents which are already there. They are offering you, and you can recruit them on your task basis. I guess around $15 per annual subscription is there. So if those agents like social media marketing agent, recruitment agent, all these agents are already deployed. Now there is no need to make an agent, right? The need is of making this orchestration. Orchestration means how to make a workflow that will be executed by these AI agents. So that's where human in the loop will come into the picture. Human is going to play a very important role in next 4 5 years in this orchestration, where it is going to execute all these workflows based on the SOPs which are being given by the human, and that perform this specific task.
Right. Now that we understand the difference, let's talk about how it actually impacts in our day-to-day productivity. So, can you provide specific use cases for how AI agents can enhance day-to-day productivity and how you personally use these agents in your daily routine?
So I used to run more than 30 plus AI tools for my day-to-day productivity enhancement. Starting from daily 9 a.m., it gets trigger at backend that all agents are being set up. Uh, I have migrated to OpenClaw, which is very well open source AI agent based tool which it provides you, that you can make your own agent which runs in parallel. So those agents are doing the job for me specifically, like every 7 or 8 a.m. they used to get the AI updates of every day in the market, whatever AI news are there, that gives me on my Telegram, right? So that is one part. It summarizes my emails, because there are many emails specifically from the clients. Like I do run the AI consultancy, so there are the emails related to this doubt. There are emails related to the handy discussion with the clients regarding the product and the initial pitch part. So there are the classification of the emails. So Telegram, and in Telegram, I'm getting all these things from the open cloud, and also it does the heavy lifting in terms of my academic part based on, uh, since I'm heading the department, it helps me to keep my job much more easier by heavy lifting all those sheets, Google Sheets, Excel sheets, where I need to make all those things very easy. So that's where also it helps me a lot. So that's how I use the AI agents in my day-to-day life. Also, there are workflows which I make to demonstrate it to the students, like how check the phishing URLs through the uh, uh, N10 based workflow, because N10 is one of the tools with which you can make the AI, agentic AI workflows. So these are the tools which helps me to, even in my learning, teaching, as well as all the day-to-day life aspects. Even I am planning to offload my all the voice calls to the AI agent in your future, like the numbers which are not being saved currently in my mobile. Generally, I don't pick up those calls. So what I'm planning is that I am planning to integrate the AI agent to pick up those calls which are having unknown numbers, and get the prospects or the matter from that particular person and ping it to me on the Telegram or WhatsApp, so that I can get the things right. Then, if needed, I will contact to that person. So that is how it helps me to do the job in day-to-day life.
That would be a really cool feature to have if actually implemented, as you mentioned. So, like, we were talking about workflows. So, which brings me to the topic of AI orchestration, which we hear a lot about. So, could you highlight more about it and tell us how do these multi-agent workflows actually function?
So, orchestration is all about that SOP which I talk about. Orchestration means that you give your agent the specific flow that how to work. Now, supposedly, if you are using Claude or ChatGPT, if you give any prompt, now that will start working on it, and it will write certain instruction, if you have observed, like summarizing the document, then making a slide deck from the document, then making the slide, after that presenting it to the user. So that are the steps which it follows. Some office skills, research skills, researching about the topic, it will display all these things. That is called as the orchestration, which is already there in the specific brain, that is LLM, large language model. Same way, there is a supervisor agent which allocate the task to every other agent for the specific particular time being. Let's say the first agent is doing for research, so the research agent will only do the part of researching about the client. Let's say you are a startup, you want to pitch it to the some client, then that particular agent will help you to research about that client, that what is that client, who is that client, in what way it is working, what are the latest LinkedIn post about that client. That all research is being performed by that research agent. Then next is making a proposal. So the next agent will be working as a making a proposal agent, where will make a proposal for you, that how to present it to your client. So that is the SOP it follows, and that is the orchestration, where one agent will direct the task to the any every other agent which are deployed. And if I talk about multi-agentic workflows, then it's all about that it's like a swarms team of agents, like swarm agentic AI, which we talk about in the current scenario, which is very famous booming word, buzzword, swarm agentic AI, where you have a team of swarms which works for you. There is a one chat GPT kind of a model, which is Kimi K 2.5. You might have heard about this Kimi K 2.5, which is from the uh, Chinese, which is the Chinese model. So what it does is that it will try to once you give the prompt, it will try to form the agent team of 100 agents. Like it spin up the task, those sub agents will get spin up, and it will do the specific task based on the allocation. So if you are giving a task like summarize this 100 YouTube video content or transcripts, so it will be able to do that Kimi K 2.5. There is a paid subscription for that. Obviously, currently it is in a paid version. But yeah, that is kind of a swarm manner will come into the picture, and that's how it does the job in the multi-agent architecture, where all the agents are doing these specific tasks which are allocated to them.
Right. So, if these systems can do so much, what does it mean for small businesses? Like, what is your take on them? And will they be negatively affected by rapid AI developments, or can they leverage to compete?
So large business are current small business are actually going to get the advantage. What I feel currently the scenario is like that, because large corporations are in big of having are on a risk actually, because what is happening is that there is a report from the World Economic Forum that Fortune 500 companies are going to get vanished soon, because the strength of those companies are the large capex. So if I talk about that, if you need that many number of humans, now that templated jobs are being performed by the AI agents itself. That reformatting job, templated job, pattern matching job, like a BPO jobs, IT jobs, the junior verification tester of software, all these are very templated jobs. Now these are actually going to get vanished very soon, and they are already in there are many layoffs which are being happening. You might have heard in the Oracles or maybe in TCS, and so in this case, small business will be having an advantage, because uh, that small business owner, what it can do is it can take this advantage of this arbitrage window, and it can grow a startup with the AI tools which are being equipped with the AI agents. Supposedly, some agents are good at making a lead for a lead generation. So there are many specific use cases are there for AI agents. So currently, for small businesses, AI agents are very good at lead generation. Some agents are very good at making a proposal. Some agents are very good at social media marketing. So these are the specific agents which you can deploy and get your job done. Maybe you can ask the Claude that give me the business idea which is very much currently booming in the market, or what is that there is a need of that particular business in the market, right? So you can just ask the AI itself that uh, what is the current scenario of the business, which business can run more rapidly, which can be having a more boom, right, in a near future. What are the restrictions? You have to give a context engineering also. Like context is the other part, prompt is the different part. Context means currently what is the situation, what was the past situation, what are your restriction as a part of economy or budget. That all thing you ask to the AI, and then AI will give you the small ideas which you can make it live with the AI agentic orchestration workflows. So that is also one of the aspect with which the small businesses can grow. One more thing is, if I talk about in small businesses, that they have to deliver cheap solutions faster at a faster rate. The product should be deployed in the market much more at a faster rate. It should be a cheaper and faster. So that is how they have to come up with the three offerings which has to be given to the market, because these are the three requirements which we have. So that is how the small businesses can grow at a very much faster rate comparative to the large organization which have a slow progress in the terms of development.
So, sir, that naturally raises a bigger question about the overall economy. So, how is the economy going to function if there are supposedly no jobs left due to automation and many layoffs are happening, as you mentioned? So, like, what is the scenario going to be?
So it will be a skyrocket job losses in coming future. Maybe I was reading the AI updates, and that's where I found one news that in last year in India, uh, the top five IT companies have hired only 17 employees, net 17 employees. Net means you understand there is the hiring and then layoff, or maybe employee may resign from his or her side. 17 only recruitment in last 1 year in top 5 IT companies. So that's where it gives you the idea that the mass hiring is almost closed in IT industries. Second is entry level jobs are going to get closed where you have a kind of an intern things which are there, right? So those are almost going to get dead. So economy is going to work with the kind of a power law. If you know power law, power law means the rich will become more rich, and the poorer will become more poor. It's like the person or the company who knows how to use AI tools that will become much more stronger, and the community or maybe the firm which are not even currently adapting to the AI changes or not ready to adapt with these changes, they are going to get shut down. So that is one point. Second point is these Google and all these companies, OpenAI, their economy are much more stronger than even Indian IT company Complete Net, or maybe if I talk about the overall economy of Indian country, or maybe any other country, Google is more stronger than anything. So there will be a war between in the case of economy where we have a government versus the corporate power. So that's where corporate power is going to make a dominance in against to this government part. And at last, what I feel is world will auto react. That's how it happens. Like when the computer was invented in 1980, I guess, I don't know the exact year, there was a huge talk about there will be a job losses, but then there was a certain transition in the jobs where more banking jobs come into the picture due to the invention of computer. So that world will auto correct itself. I don't know what will be that mechanism, how it will be auto correcting that, but yeah, it will get auto correct, auto react whatever you talk about, and maybe we will find a way with which there will be a more creation of jobs and economy will become much more stronger in the future.
As you mentioned, adapting to AI is the need of the hour. Can you tell what are the top five AI models that everyone should be aware of?
Yeah. So, firstly, this answer of this question is depending on the use case. That what is the use case of this specific individual. So currently, Claude is outperforming any other model. If I talk about it, is an insane model which is having the ecosystem of Claude Code, Claude Chat, and Claude Cowork. These three are the components of the Claude ecosystem. So 4.6 Opus, 4.6 Sonar. These are the sorry, not Sonar, Sonnet. 4.6 Sonnet. These are the model which are actually dominating the overall language model community. Second is we have the obviously Google, because Google is having all the data of the all the world. So the training of Google is much more good than any other model. You have Gemini is 3.1, which is very good for deep researching task, right? You have the tool called as Google Stitch. That is a free AI tool which has been launched by Google. You can just search it on whenever you have a time. That Google Stitch is actually used for designing. Supposedly, if you are not good at Figma is also tool of designing, right? Now, if you don't know Figma, but AI tools are good at UI designing, but they are not good at currently the backend designing. UI is being properly made by the AI tool. But Google has come up with the Google Stitch. Just you give a URL of the website where you find that this URL is having a good color palette, good fonts, good layouts. Just give that URL to the Google Stitch and it will automatically generate that kind of visual layouts, color palette, fonts, buttons, everything for you for your web apps. So that is a free to use. So that is more advantageous to the designers specifically. There is one more thing, Google AI Edge Gallery. That is also one of the very latest invention by the Google, where you can run your AI on your phone without internet connectivity. You don't need any Wi-Fi. You don't need any mobile data. It can run on your own mobile. Even it is not connected to the internet, it will not upload the data onto the server. So your data will become private. Still, you can search it from Wikipedia. Still, you can write the mail. Still, you can scrape the Twitter. Everything is possible through that Google AI Edge Gallery. So that is one more invention by the Google. That is one more part. Then third is obviously Grok. I like Grok very much because it is sitting at the top of Twitter, and Twitter is having sentiments. So generally, all the users which are using these chat models, they are actually going to the Grok because they are fed up with the that traditional response of the other AI models, like how they give. Grok is having some kind of sentiment, so it gives you some sentimental response, and that's where user is more interested to listen or maybe talk. So that is where Grok is there, and obviously Perplex is one of the very good model where you have a LLM aggregator. LLM aggregator means not to use only ChatGPT, not to use only Claude, not to use only Gemini. LLM aggregator is altogether a one machine where you have several models in one, and based on the use case, it will automatically find to which model it has to hit, and it will give you the answer. That is a kind of a proper insane optimization which it provides. So that is also integrated in Microsoft M365 Copilot, where it is having many LLM aggregators models which are there. So that is Grok and the Perplexity. So these are some models which I use for my even day-to-day task. So that is the model part.
But with these powerful models, there is also an issue of trust. So, how do you trust AI output when the models are known to hallucinate or provide inaccurate information?
So AI models are like a drunk intern because currently there is no proper accuracy which onto which you can believe that these AI models are giving you correct output or not, right? So in that case, you have to work with your prompt engineering. So whenever you give a prompt and you ask certain result of from that prompt that you are what is your objective that you want to achieve through that prompt, just write down some more points in that prompt. Now, which are those points? You ask that model that give me all the citations and the links from which you are deriving these results. That is point number one. Second is uh, you give me the accuracy of your response. You judge your own accuracy. Like I ask LLM to judge its own, like the output of the AI. I'm asking that you judge your own answer, that whether it is correct or wrong, the accuracy of that answer, right? So that will also give you some numbers that this is the accuracy, that's what I'm giving you as a part of answer. That could be having the probability that 60% it is right, 40% it could be wrong. So again, you are rest assured that still it is not the 100%. I need to go for more research, or maybe I can use the any other model, right? So that is the next part. Third is that there are certain models which are very much good in this finding the citations or finding the evidence. so that the AI model not gives you the wrong output, you can just verify. That is perplexity. Perplexity is insane in finding the citations, links, the evidences from where you can authenticate the results of any other model. Like a chat GPT give you some answer. That answer is correct or not. From what is the fact check of that? That fact check you can do it on the perplexity. So that is also one of the way with which you can just do it. So what you need to do for these things is you dump your all the context instructions onto one Gemini James or custom GPT, where you write down all these things as a part of instruction. So every time the model will do what? It will try to follow that instructions only, so that it will not get hallucinate, or maybe it will not give you the wrong output. You have to give your own context, or you have to dump your own instructions inside that Gemini Gems or Chat GPT, custom Chat GPT which you have made, or maybe Perplexity. So that is how you can make this model answer correct, not getting the hallucinated.
That's really interesting. So, you also mentioned some models like OpenClaw and Claude Covert, which are relatively new. So, why are these models becoming famous and why do they matter so much?
So OpenClaw is the open source framework for the Agentic AI, and which is the superb invention in the case of Agentic AI actually. First of all, it is the open source, so you can use it on your system or maybe on the local server. Like you can deploy it on the Hostinger. Hostinger is one of the platform where you can have your own VPS and you can deploy your Hostinger. You can deploy your OpenClaw there at the Hostinger, and OpenClaw is having the multi-agent architecture. Like it can spin up multiple agents at the same time. So that's what I do is that summarization of the email, summarization of the calendar events, summarization of the every topic which I want to understand it in detail from the scratch. So I don't need to go to the individual resource. Now they have come up with the new features, OpenClaw, which I observed last week only. That if you deploy it in your system, they will try to observe that how you use OpenClaw, like how you use it. And after going through your whole way of using this OpenClaw, it will create a new, easier way for you that how you can easily use the OpenClaw. Like you find this task very difficult, and you are having confusion that whether I should use OpenClaw for that or not, or maybe this procedure is very tedious in OpenClaw. So OpenClaw will ease out that procedure for you by observing your uh, way of using that OpenClaw itself. Second is you can dump your schedule in the OpenClaw, so that that schedule according to that OpenClaw will work, that the user wants the summary of the email at 7 a.m. So it will trigger that. Second, you might have subscribed to specific tools of AI, but you forgot to maybe uh, that are getting renewed every year, like the money is getting deducted. So what you can give the prompt to the OpenClaw, that go to my Gmail, find out which are my subscription based tools, give me the list, and remove those tools which are not used by me in last 6 months. Because it happens many of the times we use the tools, we get the subscription, but we forgot to like auto payment mode it goes on, and then we forgot that we have taken this kind of tool, and the money is getting deducted due to this auto payment mode. So that also will be given by the OpenClaw, so that all things now being done locally at your system. At the same time, Claude Cowork is the browser based framework which is from the Claude ecosystem, which is basically used for the files and folders. Like if you have the Claude Cowork in your browser, if you're using the Claude Cowork, then let's say in the specific folder you give the instruction to the Claude Cowork that go in D drive, go in this folder, and there are 5 PDFs in this, just get the summary out of it, or get the make a PPT out of all these 5 documents, and tell me the suggestion that what will be the next part. So that's where Cloud Cowork will come into the picture. So it is very good at local task of the folders and files. So OpenClaw is used when you have a 24 by 7 some workflow is going on. Some triggers are there, some schedules are there, some alarming alerts are there for you. And Cloud Cowork is specifically used for folders and files. So these are the basic difference which I found while using these two.
So, for someone watching all of this unfold, the big question is, how do they stay relevant? So, how should someone learn AI today to ensure they are job ready? And what steps can one take to protect their career in this age of AI?
So first thing is you have to master the tools, which is very much necessity nowadays. As I told you that there are many tools which are coming up in the market. You might have heard about Gemini, Google ka VEO, which is one of the tool which is used for generation of video from the images. Right now, if you want to get your job done quickly, then you should be knowing these tools and you should be able to learn this tool quickly to make yourself in the race of this AI era, right? So I that's why the competitor like Sora, ChatGPT Sora is dead now because they know that the Google Gemini is performing well in terms of video generation through VU. So you should know how to do that, right? There are many things like brainstorming kind of thing. So there are new invention like you can now invite AI avatar in your video call. That's what I was going through one of the blogs. Like that experiment is already being done, where one Google employee has actually created one AI clone, and it has sent that clone the calendar invite for a video meeting. Like right now we are interacting, and then the brainstorming was happening between the human and the AI clone. So that's where you can ask your question to the AI and AI will give you the answer, and that will be more properly interpretable compared to what the human read or experiment. So you should know all these things. Currently, Claude Code is now having a feature of debug also. Like previous days when ChatGPT was invented, what we used to do is we used to wipe code the things, get the code out of it, and give it to the VS Code or any web app ID and try to get the implementation. Now Claude Code has becoming very smart. What it has done is that whatever error is you are getting in your code, it will go open that app, which is the code ka app. It will find out where is that error. It will open that part. It will debug that part and then fix it from itself and then run it one more time so that you can get the satisfaction that it is working right or not. So now human job is only to give a prompt. That's it. Nothing error solving, no debugs, nothing. Why I'm telling you this? Because there are some of my friends which are having a 15 years of experience in software industry, and he told कि मैं तो आज भी कोड कॉपी करता हूँ चैट जीपीटी से and then I used to debug it and then find out the error, correct it and upload it on the again one more in the IDE. So I told that this in which era you are living currently, right? Because we have these kind of thing. Now 15 years of experience in big multinational company as a software engineer, and still if someone is doing this, that is not a good practice because we are living in the AI era. So you should know that there is a Chinese invention like Z2 AI, which is coming up, where you just draw like a some diagram. Let's say I'm drawing a diagram of a speaker, simple speaker, or maybe a mobile phone. If I give it to Z2 AI, which is from the Chinese part, then it will generate the playing speaker in front of you, like the speaker which play a music in front of you. You just draw and give it. So that will kind of a virtual generation where you just draw. You need to draw, right? So these are the things you should be able to use to make your job done. So that is the first part. Second is that always master the context engineering, not the prompt engineering. Context means what are your previous what is your current situation, what is your previous situation, what you want to get the output as a part of this. One example I can give you that one of my friend, his the parent, one of the parent is having some issues in the back. So he was telling me that I need to take my parent to the doctor because he's suffering from many months actually. Then I asked him that what you can do is you can give a context that what was the previous situation of your parent, what are the other the disease which the person is having, what are the previous lab reports. All of you just give it, all of these just you give it to the Claude, and then Claude has diagnosed that this is not there is no urgency to take this person to the doctor. With simple this medicine or maybe this exercise, it will get through. And in reality, it was the thing that the 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 pain was actually gone after 2 3 months by following that Claude advice. So uh, this is how you can use these models, context engineering part, right? So this is a mastering of the how to use AI tools, that is more important. And the last one is always the orchestration, your logic, that how you build the logic, how you want your agent to perform the task. That should be very much important because agents are becoming very smart right now. If you don't know if you don't give the instructions, they will do it on their end from their side. You have to clearly instruct that this is how you have to follow.
Right. So looking ahead, what can we expect in terms of new AI developments by 2027? And what is your personal prediction for the near future?
So the prediction of 2027 is very unique, and it is about thinking to respond technology. In this case, if I talk about that, OpenAI has having a tie-up with John Hive, and they are going to invest in hardware, data centers, and they are more aggressive in making a AI-based hardware products like a AI pendant or AI pens. Now, what those hardwares will do is you just keep those AI pens in your pocket or maybe somewhere, and what they will do is they will try to record whatever conversations you are doing every day. They will try to learn your schedule, and then the next part is very dangerous. They will try to clone your whole brain, because let's say you are a CEO of the company, you are performing very well. Let's say I am a CEO of Reliance, right? And my company is very giant and it is outperforming any other company, right? My brain is very much important, right? How I work. Now these AI hardwares, pendants or pens, which are the new feature which is going to come, new products. If you have that thing with you, then you can clone your digital, you can clone your brain and you can become digitally immortal, right? So means physically you are not there, maybe after your death you are not there, but the way you work, it is captured by the AI. So now that will be used by your next designation, or maybe the your son or daughter in this case, or to run the company, that how my father was used to work whenever this kind of scenario is there. So it's like a cloning is there, right? So this is where you are there on the social media, how you react to the LinkedIn post, everything will get captured. How you are there on the Instagram. So in social media part of thing, how you work in professional life, everything will get cloned, right? So that is the next invention in 2027 which I expect that will come. And data center investments are becoming very heavy due to that only. The layoffs are being happening because the company wants to invest heavily in the hardware data centers. So that's why Even Ambani has invested 10,000 crore kind of some amount is there for the data center, right? So this is what is the next future, which I guess will be in 2027.
Okay. So that brings us to the end of our today's conversation. We covered everything understanding AI tools and agents and how they're reshaping productivity, businesses, and even the future of work. One thing is clear, AI isn't something happening in the future, it's already here. And the real advantage lies in how we choose to understand and use it. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and sharing your insights. And to everyone listening, stay curious, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining. I'm sure all our viewers are going to benefit a lot like we did today. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you for inviting me and the whole team for coordinating this podcast.
Yes, sir, and have a good day.
Same to you. Thank you.